After watching the NFL Combine, these are the #1 performers at each position. I ain't gonna lie, bro, this draft class is super stacked, so this is really based off of who stood out to me. At quarterback, it was easily Jackson Dart. He was showing out. I literally didn't see him miss a single throw. And I literally mentioned this in a TikTok video a couple days ago. Everything from his drop to his release is just so pure. Just look at how beautiful the deep ball is. And there were doubts about him going into the Combine on if he was a good enough quarterback to start in the NFL. But after this performance at the Combine, a lot of doubt went out the window for sure. But for running backs, I got Omarion Hampton. Now look, this running back class is so stacked, bro. I think this was the fastest running back class since 2003. And he didn't have the fastest 40 time, but a 4.47 for his size is really good. He also had a 38-inch vertical and a 10-foot, 10-inch broad jump. I also really liked the way he was moving in drills. You could tell he's a really smooth runner. And I've seen recent mock drafts after the Combine, and I've seen that he could go as early as the first round. But for O-line, I got Will Campbell. Now, there were a lot of great offensive linemen like Gray Zabel and Jared Wilson, but Will Campbell just stood out to me. Because for a 6'6", 320-plus pound offensive tackle, you shouldn't be running a 4.98, bro. Now, obviously, for an offensive lineman, things like the 40 don't really matter, but it's just impressive. And you could just see the pure athleticism in these side-to-side shuttle drills. You can just tell he's going to be an athletic freak in the NFL, and he could possibly go top 10. Especially with his performance at the Combine. I honestly think he's the #1 offensive tackle, but for tight ends, I got Terrence Ferguson. Now, it was definitely between him and Harold Fannin Jr., but I just felt like he looked a little better. For his ability to move at his size and length and be an efficient pass catcher is tough. And just off of this blocking drill, you can tell he's really good at getting low and just being an efficient blocker. I mean, he is a little too high, but that ain't none he can't work on. For receivers, I easily got Matthew Golden. Now, if there was one position group that was super stacked, it had to be the receivers. But I'm pretty sure Matthew Golden caught everybody's eye when he went out there and ran a 4.29. I don't know what they got going on at Texas, but them boys are super fast. Another receiver that could have been #1 was definitely Luther Burden. That boy came to show out in every single drill and ran a blazing 4.42. And it's crazy to think that before the Combine, his draft stock was slowly going down. And as a fan of Luther Burden, he definitely didn't have the season a lot of people expected. But he definitely came to show at the Combine for sure. But on the defensive side for edge rushers, I got James Pierce Jr. Now look, I know Shamar Stewart had one of the best days in Combine history, especially for his size. But bro, James Pierce Jr. went out there and ran a 4.47 as a edge rusher. That's faster than some of the running backs and receivers. That's insane. Everything from his 40 to his on the field drills just looked really good. I know we got Abdul Carter, but he's easily my favorite edge rusher in this class. Now for the interior defensive line, I got Derek Harmon. The way he was moving at that Combine for a defensive tackle was actually one of a kind. He's 6'5", 300-plus pounds, running a 4.95. Just look at the bend on these hula hoops. Derek Harmon can move, dog. But for linebackers, I got Jahad Campbell. Now, Jahad is easily my favorite linebacker in this upcoming draft. He's just one of the best sideline-to-sideline linebackers, and his ability to move for his length and size is tough. Just look at how much space he covers in these drills. And his pursuit and ability to get to the ball is unmatched. For corners, I got Maxwell Hairston. First off, that man came out there and ran a 4.29, and the only reason why he wasn't on the radar before the Combine was because he was hurt. That boy was moving super smooth the whole Combine. He was easily my favorite corner. For safeties, without a doubt, I got Nick Emmanwori. After his performance at the Combine, he now has the #1 ranked Combine performance in NFL history. He's a 6'3", 220-pound safety and ran a 4.38. I don't think a lot of people realize how impressive that is. I think he rose his stock more than any player in this Combine. Let me know in the comments who y'all think had the best performances.